Good afternoon to all my brothers and sisters and all my dear friends in the UAE, especially to my family in Sharjah, my friends in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, all the way over to Saudi Arabia. I am so sorry that we've had to postpone our book festival. I don't know if you knew this or not, but one of the most exciting things to happen for me in a very, very long time was my very first book, The Pursuit of Happiness, was recently published in Arabic for the very first time by the Kalimat Publishing Group in Sharjah. And I was so looking forward to being there and signing copies and meeting all of you. But then the world has changed. So this is where we have to make a hard pivot. And when I say hard pivot, I'm talking about having to do something that you would have never chosen. I would have preferred to fly in on Emirates into Dubai, to be in Abu Dhabi, but that's not possible right now. I don't know about you, but I feel like someone just took two Will Smith movies, I Am Legend and The Pursuit of Happiness, and put them into a blender. No one alive today can say that they've ever experienced, ever imagined, or ever even thought of this world that we're living in right now. We're in a space right now where your zip code will not protect you. Your net worth will not protect you. Your political beliefs will not protect you. As someone did say recently, we're all in the same boat now. I would disagree with that. We're not in the same boat, we're in the same storm. Especially for my brothers and sisters in the UAE. Two different worlds, two totally different worlds. And one of the most challenging things that I believe right now for young people is asking, how do you stay engaged with pursuing your education at this point in time, where it will be so easy to just say, maybe it's not so important. Well, the truth of the matter is, it's extremely important. It's more important now to be engaged with your teachers, with your studying, with your practicing. It's more important to be engaged right now than at any point in your life. You know why? Because whatever we're going through right now, this is going to happen again. We've all had to make a hard pivot. Again, this was not our choice. This is going to help prepare you for making the next hard pivot in your life. I, not by a design, choice, or decision, had to check a lot of boxes thus far in my life. Abandoned child, foster care, mom in prison, never knew my father, domestic violence survivor, sexual assault survivor, never went to college, veteran, homeless, single parent, entrepreneur, and Black. And I said Black last because I got this free. This is the original packaging right here. My point is, all those boxes that I've had to check, and you've had to check your fair amount of boxes as well, they all helped to prepare me, to teach me, and to show me how and when I had to make a hard pivot. Again, a hard pivot being defined as something that you would have never chosen. And what makes us have to make a hard pivot? It's change. This is the most dramatic, precipitous change in any of our lives. This is something that I call atomic time, meaning that we must all be engaged in a passionate pursuit to the nth degree, atomic time. We may be in different places, geographically, politically, socially, mentally, spiritually, but chronologically, we're all living in the same space. It must be very frightening right now to sit there have to make some of the decisions that you're having to make right now. But the truth of the matter is, you don't have a choice. It's a hard pivot. You've had to do this. How do you do it? You've got to commit. You've got to commit to going forward and knowing that we, as a species, human beings, Homo sapiens, a family called humanity, we've been here before. Whatever challenge it was before us as a species, we've been here before. We've climbed this mountain again, but now we've got to climb it one more time. I'll never forget a conversation with one of my favorite people in the whole world, Dr. Maya Angelou. When talking about difficulties and challenges, she said to me, we must all be mindful that there are people who came before us, who came up a steeper side of this mountain, carrying a bigger and heavier load with little to no opportunity, but they kept going forward, onward and upward, and still I rise. I'll never forget the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who once, speaking on progress, said, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but you've got to keep going forward. To which I will add that baby steps count too. Any way that you can make them, as long as you're going forward. One thing I would like to share with you that I want you to consider. This is your opportunity to act as a global citizen in your own community. Some of my brothers and sisters in the UAE had the fortune of being born into great houses, great families. Some of our other brothers and sisters in the UAE, and if I got it right, there are people in the UAE from over 200 different countries. Maybe they weren't as fortunate. Maybe this is your opportunity to become more of a global citizen locally and ask yourself every day, what can I do to help someone else and not look for anything in return? What can I do? This is that time. And I've got to say this to you. I am so looking forward to returning to the UAE sometimes in the very, very near future. But I want you every day, until I get a chance to look you in the eye and shake your hand when appropriate, I want you to ask yourself every day, what did I do today to make the world that I want to live in tomorrow possible? What did I do? Not what did the government do? Not what did the World Health Organization do? Not what has the ruler done? But what did I do to make the world that I want to live in possible? What did I do today? That's the first step in global citizenship. Again, I so wish that I could be there with you. Until I can, this is the best that I can offer. Peace, power, and prayer.